Hello again and welcome to Star Citizen University. We're back here in Lorville. Moving up to the ship terminals now, we're going to get off-world. F-click onto one of the terminals again and scroll through some of your ships. I'm going to use a ship that you may get as your first ship today and is available in store with 313, the RSI Aurora MR. Click on Retrieve and wait to see where it'll show up. Okay, so we're going to be going to Hangar 9. You can just walk away from the terminal and it'll automatically close for you. We'll go past New Deal and the ship. And towards the elevators. So you can see elevators to hangars are going to be in front of you and to the left. And they all go to the same place. And that's what the elevators look like. As we do with any terminal, F-click to get to the elevator to show up. And as we remember before, we're going to Hangar 9. All ships in Lorville will start in a hangar, so you don't have to worry about being shot. You're well protected here for your first flight out. We'll F-click and enter ship. Oh, well, I've opened the ladder. That's okay. We definitely want to go in, though. Once you're started to enter the ship, don't touch any controls and let this animation complete. It is a little bit buggy. And similarly, you'll F-click into your seat and just let go of the controls while your character moves into position. Alright, so now we're in the cockpit of our brand new Aurora MR. There's a few ways you can start it up. You can go through clicking all the buttons yourself with F-click and scroll around, get familiar with your new cockpit. There is a couple of other ways as well. And for a fast start, you can either hit Flight Ready or the key R on your keyboard, and that'll bring everything up. Okay, so everything has started to boot up. Our shields are starting to power now. And you can see that on the panel to our right. And we're going to go ahead and call Lorville. You can do that on the comms panel or by hitting F11, Friends, Lorville Landing. Communicate with them to open up those hangar doors, and they'll start to open above us now. With your ship on, if you're a keyboard and mouse person for your first time in, you'll hit spacebar to start moving up, and your mouse is your X and Y axis. WASD is how you can move forward, so W right now should start to move you forward and out of the hangar, or you can hit spacebar until you're out. Once you're free and clear, you can hit N to bring up your landing gear. Q and E are your roll axis. And we're going to start to fly away here. Now, if you want to not have to hold down the W key the entire time, you can hit the letter key C for cruise control. You'll get a little arrow, and it starts to fly on its own. Alright, back here at the HUD, you can see now I've hit the letter key B, which is showing us our quantum drive. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for basically a box. And that box is going to show us where the spaceport is that we're going to fly to next. All arrows will be red until you clear the gravity and atmosphere of the planet, and then you can start to quantum jump. There we go. I found the box now below us, which is Everus Harbor, which is the first spaceport out of Lorville and gets us into space. You can see some of those arrows are now starting to go blue. Anything red is probably obstructed by the planet itself. But as that drive spools. Again, we hit B to get the quantum drive spooling. Once it's full, you just hold down B again, and it'll make the jump for you. Alright, now that we're here, our controls will get a lot more snappy. We don't have any atmosphere to get in our way. As you can see on the MFD, or the HUD control panel, there's that white bar moving up on the left with a little line and an arrow. That means I have cruise control on, and the engines are going to move to that line. If you want to go faster or slower, that's on your mouse wheel while in cruise control or not. The arrow denotes cruise control itself. As we approach the station as well, similar to leaving, we're going to have to hit F11 or talk to them on our comms panel again to be assigned a landing pad. Okay, there it is. Contact ATC. I'm going to go ahead with F11. Friends. Contact Everus Harbor. Make sure, of course, you are hailing them before you let go of that panel. And we will be, there we go. We're assigned a landing pad to go to now. As you approach, don't forget to hit N, bring your landing gear back down, and you can see that as the 3 little dots in the lower left of the screen below your speed. When it is full or filled in, your landing gear are down. For a new time pilot here, if you don't want to mess it up too badly, it's best to just start to mouse wheel down, limit your speed, and once you're inside that box you can hold N and the ship will automatically land. For your very first time in, I recommend this method until you get a little more used to the controls. Now the computer is just auto landing, and you can see it does a pretty good job of it. Once you're down, I always like to hit O and I to power down the ship. But of course you can always just get out and leave it running by holding down the Y key. Again, just let your character move on its own before you touch the controls. Alright, in the back of the ship, exit to the door. At this point, or even once you've landed on the pad, if it's the last thing you have to do tonight, you are definitely free and clear. You can exit the game and you will spawn at this station the next day as of 3:13. But I'm going to take us into the station and show you the next step of what would be considered full immersion. Off to the lobby. Now don't forget, our ship is still on the pad, so it could be blown up depending on what station you go to and where you're going. If you want to protect your investment, the next thing you'll need to do is store your ship and get ready to move off somewhere else in the verse. Okay, elevators will always bring you to a station very close to terminals. We're going to F-click and use this one. Scroll down to the ship, you'll see it is on the pad that we left, pad 1. We'll click store. And that's all there is. Thanks again for watching Star Citizen University. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll continue to make videos. Up next will be navigation through Stanton.